Hi, this is Diane Lovetobake, and what we're going to make is actually a chocolate skillet cake. Now you're going to be able to put whatever type of frosting that you'd like on it. I have several on my channel. I have icings and frostings, some that you have to cook, some that you don't. Please check it out if you're looking for a frosting for this cake. This cake can really taste fantastic with just powdered sugar over it. It doesn't even need frosting, to tell you the truth. But anyway, let's get started. In my stand-up mixer, of course you can do this with a hand mixer, we're going to start off with a 1/4 cup of butter. I cut it up into small pieces and then I've had it at room temperature. So we're going to put that in. And I'm going to turn my mixer on just to start to break up that butter and to start to cream it. And that should only take you just a few seconds. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to put in granulated sugar. And we're going to put in 1 cup of granulated sugar. And I'll just put that in, of course, with the butter. Cream that together. Alright, now the next thing you're going to do is you're going to need 12 tablespoons of unsweetened baking cocoa. So I'm just going to put that in. Alrighty. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to put in 4 tablespoons of oil. Now it's going to be up to you of what type of oil that you prefer to use. And of course it's going to become chocolate now by combining those two together. And just start beating it together till it becomes relatively smooth. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to put in 2 eggs. We're going to do 1 at a time, and I've also had them at room temperature. And just go ahead and beat them in. Let's put the second one in. And I just want to clean the sides of my mixer here to get some of that out off the sides and the bottom so it really gets combined and blended in properly. Okay, let's raise that up again. And just stay with this till it's all combined and relatively smooth. And I'll show you what that looks like. Grab some of it so you can be able to see. Okay, you've got a nice rich starting of a nice batter with the chocolate. Okay, let me get that excess off and get it back where it belongs. Okay, now you're going to be putting in oil again, and you're going to put in 1/4 cup of oil. So beat that in. You're also going to be putting in now, of course, the dry ingredients. You're going to need 1 cup of all-purpose flour. You're going to need a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And you're going to need also a 1/2 teaspoon, or I'm sorry, I made a mistake, 1 teaspoon of baking soda. So again, that was 1 teaspoon of baking soda and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And put that in. And then with my fork, I'm just going to stir it together. And I'm going to start slowly putting that into the batter. Or the chocolate, I should say. Chocolate and butter. And just do it on slow so the flour doesn't go all over. Just put a little at a time. I'm going to raise my speed. Put the rest of the dry ingredients in, and I'm going to turn it up. but a few minutes. I am moving it along due to the video. And again, I'm going to clean up the sides of my mixing bowl here. And it looks like I do need to beat it just for another couple seconds or so here. All right, and that looks great. Looks very smooth, very fudgy looking. And of course you're going to need a skillet. And you'll want to grease your skillet. Again, it's going to be up to you what you want to grease it with. And this is a 12-inch that I'm using. Okay. So I am going to take my panel out here and take off the excess of the cake batter. Just give it a good tap here. Okay, and we'll set that aside. All right, and now push that aside, and I'm going to bring it all in together into my bowl, making sure that everything has been combined. And then we have this lovely cake batter, chocolate batter. Let me rinse my hands here quickly. Okay, and then we're just going to put the batter, of course, into our skillet. Now you're going to bake this cake at 350 degrees, and it's going to take you anywhere from 20 to 25 minutes. So do start checking on it. You know, I like to start checking mine about, well, you know, 15, 17 minutes, that kind of thing. Because we do realize that all our ovens set up so differently. And then just smooth it out into your skillet with, you know, a spoon or your spatula or whatever that you prefer. And I'm going to grab a knife here real quick and take the excess off my spatula here. Okay, there we go. And that's what it's going to look like when you pop it in the oven, again, at 350 for 20 or 25 minutes. Now I have some to show you. A skillet cake. I went ahead and I did put a frosting on it to give it some color. And then I drizzled just chocolate, about 2 ounces, of milk chocolate bars. If you don't want to do this garnish, of course you don't have to. And if you don't have milk chocolate bars, you can go ahead and just, you know, microwave in a bowl some chocolate chips, that kind of thing. And then I drizzled the chocolate on top. It comes out a really pretty, rich, dark, fudgy brown, the cake itself. And I hope you can see it. It really does come out very pretty, the cake. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut into it to show you. Now you should get about 8 servings out of this cake, but you will get a very moist and light texture to this cake, and it smells wonderful when it's baking. It really does. You can just smell that chocolate and that fudge. It's just a great little cake to make. Again, great with a cup of coffee, cup of tea, that kind of thing. And again, you don't even have to frost it. You're going to really enjoy this cake if you give it a try. I appreciate you watching. If you have a comment, please write to me. I will answer you. Just thanks again for watching, and please subscribe.